Chef Justin Greco, and welcome to Greco's Chef in a Box. Today we're going to be preparing salmon stuffed with lobster, crab, and brie cheese over lemon sticky rice, farmer's vegetables, and finish with a lemon butter sauce. First thing we're going to do, we're going to start pulling the things out of the box. We have our lobster stuffed salmon. We have our farmer's vegetables. We have our sticky white rice. We have our beurre blanc. We have our cooking wine. We have our heavy cream. We have our whole butter. We have our salt and pepper. We have our vegetable oil. Our first step is to take our stuffed salmon out of our container, just like this. We're going to add a little bit of the vegetable oil. We're going to add a little bit of the white cooking wine. You can use a saute pan or any sort of baking dish that you'd like. And then simply place the fish right on top of that. And then we're going to finish with a little bit more white wine and a little bit more oil. Just like that. And then take some of the salt and pepper I provided you, and we're going to sprinkle that right over the top. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and then place it in. Our next step is to cook the rice. What you want to do is turn your heat to medium-high heat. Put your pan over the flame, and again, placing your hand over the top once you feel it to be nice and warm, we're going to go ahead and add our butter. About a tablespoon of butter. And then we're going to add our par-cooked rice. You're actually going to be finishing this in the pan. So what you're going to do is we're going to add the butter, we're going to add the rice, and we're going to add a little bit of water. So we take our par-cooked rice right into the pan. Use your spoon or your spatula to break up the rice. We're going to season with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're going to add a little bit of water to help steam the rice. Again, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Using a dry towel. Just sort of mix it like that. Taking your spoon, making sure you've gotten all the broken up rice. Turn the heat to medium-low. And once the water has been evaporated, the rice will be done. Once the water is pretty much all cooked, what we're going to do is set it to the back of your stove, turning it off. Just like this. It's now time to do the vegetables. You're going to want to turn your burner onto medium-high heat. Put your pan on the burner. Again, you're going to put your hand just above the top. When it's nice and warm, you're ready to go. We're going to take our butter, a good tablespoon, right into the pan. You'll hear that sizzle again. And then we're going to take our vegetables. We're going to add our vegetables right to the pan. And season with salt and pepper. If you don't want so much pepper, you can just do plain salt. That's fine. Give your pan a little stir. We're going to saute these vegetables for 3 to 5 minutes. Add a little bit of water, and we're all set. I'm adding just 2 tablespoons of water to help my vegetables cook. making that sound again. You're seeing the steam come off. Turning it to medium-low heat. And for 5 more minutes, we'll let them simmer. Okay, now we're going to do our sauce. So we've got the heat about medium-high. We're going to add our heavy cream. And all we're trying to do here is to get the cream to bubble and get nice and hot. And then we're going to take our blanc sauce and we're going to whisk it in. This will take anywhere from 50 seconds to about 1.5 minutes. We're starting to see the reduction of the cream. Now it's time to add our butter sauce. Scoop that right into your cream. Using a whisk, we're going to slowly whisk this right into your butter sauce. Just like that. And we're done. At this point, you're going to want to turn off your sauce. It's nice and hot. It's steaming. It's ready to go. Okay, you're going to take a dry towel, pull your fish out of the oven. Then we're going to let this fish rest for maybe 1 to 2 minutes. Now it's time to plate. First thing you're going to want to do is grab your white rice using a spoon right into the center of the plate, just like that. Now we're going to go to our vegetables. We're going to pile them just onto the side here. The next step, you want to make sure you have a spatula. We're going to take the fish, let it drip just for a second to get all the juices. You don't want all those on the plate. And then we're going to place that just right on top. Then we're going to take our butter sauce. And we're going to drizzle that right over the fish, just like that. And then if you want, maybe you can drizzle a little bit on the plate. And voila, we have our salmon stuffed with lobster, crab, and brie cheese over sticky rice, farmer's vegetables, and our beurre blanc sauce.